Hello and welcome to another AQA GCSE revision video. In this video we're going to be looking at the second paper in the foundation tier of the 8300 series, and this is the June 2017 past paper, and we're picking up in question 23, which reads: Lily goes on a car journey. For the first 30 minutes her average speed is 40 miles per hour. She then stops for 15 minutes. She then completes the journey at an average speed of 60 miles per hour. The total journey time is 1 hour. Draw a distance time graph for her journey. Okay, so we've got a distance time, well, we've got some graph paper here already provided, and the axes have already been written in. So we've got distance travelled in miles going up the y-axis, and the time taken in minutes going along the x-axis. Okay, so our first piece of information is for the first 30 minutes her average speed is 40 miles per hour. So technically we don't really know. We're going to have to draw a straight line because it's her average speed. It wouldn't really be a straight line. She'd be accelerating, decelerating. Her speed would actually change somewhat, but we can use a straight line to show that it's an average speed. So her average speed is 40 miles an hour for 30 minutes. Well, if you're travelling 40 miles an hour for 30 minutes, then you will have covered a distance of 20 miles. So assuming she's starting from 0 miles, we're starting measuring at the 0 point, we're going to be wanting to draw a straight line from point 0, 0 to 30 minutes and 20 miles. Now I reckon that that's the 20-mile mark. So your line should probably look something like that. Okay, what else? She stops for 15 minutes. Okay, so this is a speed time graph, or sorry, a distance time graph, not a speed time graph. So because it's not a speed time graph, we're not saying that her speed drops to 0. Well, her speed does drop to 0, but her distance does not drop to 0. She's not going to immediately teleport back home again for 15 minutes. She's going to stay at 20 miles from her point of origin for 15 minutes. But because she's not going anywhere, that 20 miles is not changing. It's not going up, it's not going down. So we're looking for a horizontal line for 15 minutes from the 30-minute mark. Well, 30 plus 15 is 45. So between 30 minutes and 45 minutes, we want to stay at the 20-minute mark. So I reckon that's there. Okay, probably close enough. So that should be a horizontal line. Now she completes the journey at an average speed of 60 miles per hour, and the total journey time is 1 hour. So if her total journey time is 1 hour, she finishes her journey at the 60-minute mark. So our x-coordinate is going to be 60. So she's travelling for between 45 minutes and 60 minutes at 60 miles an hour. So how much distance has she covered in that 15 minutes between 45 and 60? So at 60 miles an hour for 15 minutes, well, 60 miles an hour, there's 60 minutes in an hour, so she's done 1 mile every minute. So that's 15 minutes is 15 miles at 60 miles an hour. So we've got to add 15 miles onto 20 miles, which takes us up to 35 miles. So her final position is 35 miles from her origin, or from her original position, and that's at the 60-minute mark. So we're looking at 35 on the y-axis and 60 on the x-axis. So I would make that there. Okay, so your graph should look something like that, with that being a horizontal line. Okay, and part 23b says, write down the average speed for the total journey. Okay, well the average speed of the total journey would be the same as if we'd drawn a diagonal line from 0, 0 to 60, 35. So she's gone up the y-axis 35 miles, and she's travelled for 60 minutes. Well, 60 minutes is 1 hour, so her average speed is 35 miles per hour. Even though at one point she was hitting 60, her average speed is 35 miles an hour, because she's gone from 0 to 35 miles in 1 hour, or 60 minutes. So her average speed is 35 miles per hour. Okay, I hope you found that helpful. If you're taking your GCSEs this year, I'd like to wish you every success with your revision and every success with your exams, and I look forward to seeing you in another video.